my name is Jack Meyer, and this is going to be my persuasive speech. So, the title of my persuasive speech is Sexual Abuse Against Males, and what I want to focus on is the misrepresentation of male victims of sexual assault in public media. Back on October 9th, the Old Gold and Black released this article with the following title: Wake Forest Sexual Assault, Infrequent or Underreported. Now, it may not seem much on paper, but this is a gender-neutral title. And then the article proceeds to talk about only feminine victims of sexual assault, so only female victims, which I guess is okay, which may seem okay to y'all, because when we think of sexual assault, what do we think of? Only females, right? Unfortunately, the big problem is there's the male side of it too, and that is many times neglected in public media. So when sexually abused men are unequally represented, it creates a lot of several negative side effects. And the solution is actually more simple than we make it out to be. It just needs to be more. There just needs to be more awareness of male sexual victims in public media. It's a simple solution, but what it solves is the difficult problem of men coming out and actually admitting they have had sexual assault so they can get the help they need. The first setback to this is the first setback for them not being able to come out and talk about it is the negative stereotypes that we associate with male sexual assault. The most common one is men cannot be raped. In 2014, Hannah Rosen, a journalist of the Double X magazine, released an article stating that the FBI, until 2012, considered sexual assault to be the carnal knowledge of a female forcibly against her will. This was changed in 2012 to be more gender neutral and allow men to be represented. And why that's important is because the FBI dictates the National Crime Victimization Survey. And in 2013, exactly 1 year after they changed their definition, an upsurge in men coming out as reporting to be sexually assaulted rose to 38%. Originally, it was much less, around 15%. Negative stereotypes will also relate to a person feeling rejected, and rejection causes people to feel pain. Naomi Eisenberger released a study in 2003 showing that emotional pain activates the same areas of your brain, that's here on the left, the anterior cingulate cortex, and activates that part of the brain that also activates physical pain in your body. And she proved this through a study which is known as Cyberball. Cyberball, basically the participant will be playing a game of catch, and then at a random interval, the two other computer players who they thought to be real would stop playing catch with them, thus showing the effect of seclusion. And afterwards, they were asked how they felt, if they felt excluded, and did that hurt or not. And the result was that a lot of people felt hurt. Now, if we can just feel hurt from a simple ball catching game, imagine how bad it is to be rejected because something happened to you that was outside of your control. You are rejected from society because it's not normal, even though it's not your fault. This rejection eventually leads to male victims to be in seclusion. And furthermore, males reporting sexual assault. This is from a study from Janice Dumont. She states that male victims have hard times reporting sexual assault because they are afraid of being rejected by society. This is from one of her studies in Canada, where she had 38 participants who they thought to be sexually assaulted to come in, and 38 participants to come in, and they admitted to being sexually assaulted. However, over 32% reported their sexual assault after 72 hours because they felt this need of rejection. Furthermore, her study was based off another study by Paul Isley in 1998, where she said that men suffer post-rape trauma in similar levels as women do. and her study showed that 91% of about 1,600 applicants suffered depression and then felt shame from being raped. Again, showing that side effect that they were rejected by society. So, what's the solution to all this? Well, first off, we have the cycle of misrepresentation where negative stereotypes are fueled by rejection and seclusion. There's no real start or end to the cycle, they just all bleed into each other. The solution, as I've said before, is start with bringing up popular media representation. An excellent example is the No More campaign that is being sponsored by the Joyful Heart Foundation. They have taken members of TV shows, Law and Order SVU being the big player, and putting them on these posters to target stereotypes, and more importantly, start crafting a community that accepts and tolerates individuals who have been sexually assaulted. This is the Bronfenbrenner, Yuri Bronfenbrenner's model of ecological model. Sorry. This is important because what he states is that humans develop based on how they interact with the environment. And what's important to know about this is that if we affect any one of these systems, it not only resonates out, but resonates in. Therefore, if we affect this mesosystem right here, work, school, peer, family, where people are forced and get their reactions and the stereotypes are born, we can then change the community and therefore eventually get down to the individual who is raped, who is hurt, who needs the help, the male victim. The way we do this is we find ways to promote this. True, we don't all have access to media campaigns where we can broadcast ourselves, or not all of us are famous, but if we support the Joyful Heart Foundation, the No More excuses by either donating or becoming famous and stuff like that, we can start creating a better community where we can be more tolerant of sexual assault male victims, and they can get the help they really need.